Good evening, everyone. Please join me in a word of prayer. Dear Lord, thank you for bringing us here today to celebrate this milestone in our lives. We thank you for our families, the friendships you have given us, the role models you have placed in our lives, and the school we have had the privilege to call home. Please be with us as we start this new chapter in our lives and help us to never forget the ones who have helped us get here. Help us to always remember you will never leave us and you are the one we can always look to. Finally, thank you for every member of this graduating class and the bond we share. I pray you help us each day to live a life that glorifies you in everything we do. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. You may be seated.
Good evening, members of the board, administration, faculty, family, friends, and our speaker, Mr. Wally Lott. My name is Brittany Paul, and I am the senior class president for the Pike Liberal Arts class of 2024. I would like to welcome you as we celebrate our graduation. I'm thankful that the Lord has blessed us with the education we have received and everyone who made it happen. Thank you to all of you who are here tonight. To our teachers, thank you for putting up with us. You have all watched us grow up and taught us so many life lessons. To our parents and family, thank you for all the love and support you have given us, not just to your own child, but to each and every student in this class. To our administration, thank you for guiding us and making our years at Pike look special. Thank you for everything each and every one of you has done for us. I would like to personally thank Miss Allen. Thank you for pushing me to be my best, for believing in me when I didn't believe in myself, and for helping to mold me into the young adult I am today. This is both a sad and exciting day that we have been anxiously awaiting since we were little. It used to seem so far away, and now it's hard to believe it's actually here. I've been thinking a lot this year how in the fall I won't be able to walk into class and see every face I've seen every year since kindergarten. We are all going to go our separate ways, some of us even to different states. I've made some of my lifelong best friends here, and I know you all have too. We are truly lucky that we are not just a class here at Pike Lib, but a family. For the class of 2024, most of you know when I say family, I really mean more like siblings. When COVID hit, y'all know we couldn't be apart for that long without talking to each other. Thankfully, we had our Matthews class group chat. We talked every day about random things and sometimes even FaceTimed. We argued and nagged each other some days and talked about how we missed each other the next. That group chat that started way back in 2020 is still very active today. It just goes by a different name, and it is still used for more than just school assignments. This just goes to show how close of a relationship this close-knit group you see before you has. Class of 2024, here we are. We made it. By the end of the night, we will have our diplomas in hand. Many tests, classes, Quizlets, thank you for those, Sarah, and years later, we are about to become graduates of Pike Liberal Arts School. Throughout the years, we've made so many memories together. Some of them good, and some of them not so much. We survived Emma falling and busting her head open, heated discussions, Miss Jordan's chemistry class, passing out, whether it be in the classroom over forensic files, or the tennis court. We survived COVID and drama, lots and lots of girl drama. However, that didn't stop us. We ended up closer than ever. I can honestly say I'm going to miss each and every one of you. These past few months have been some of the best of our lives, but also so bittersweet. We had homecoming, our last sports seasons, our last school dances, our last prom, and now this is our last time all here together as the class of 2024. Although we have made lots of good memories, we have also shed lots of tears together, knowing that the end of our time is near. But we made it to the moment we have been striving for since the beginning of freshman year. Now, at the end of our high school careers, we have the opportunity to show the world what we've got. It may seem like a challenge to make an impact, but trust me, you all already have. Every single one of you has impacted this class, and I can't wait to see what great things you all accomplish. Those of you that know me know I love Disney World. So in the words of Walt Disney himself, all our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. You can do anything you set your mind to. Tonight is the last time we will all be here together. We'll all go our separate ways, but we'll always have these memories we've made together. May you always remember your time as part of the Pike Liberal Arts class of 2024. I pray that we all have the courage to make our dreams come true. It has been an honor serving as class president and graduating with each and every one of you.
Hello, I'm Riley Copeland, and I'm blessed to be this year's salutatorian and senior class vice president. I'm thankful for the opportunity to share a few thoughts with you tonight. One day, we'll look back and realize that it's over. All the early mornings driving too fast to get to school on time, all the times running by Miss Allen's office because your shirt is a little too short, or you accidentally wore your hat inside. All the complaints about actually doing schoolwork, all the laughs and tears that have got us here. This is the last time that we get to stand alphabetically in a line with our best friends. It went by too fast like everyone told it would. The day we have been dreaming of since we started kindergarten is finally here, and as we walk across this stage tonight, we close a chapter of our life. A chapter that as we get older and reflect will probably be one of the most meaningful. In Ecclesiastes 3, it says, "There is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens." We know it is not a coincidence that we are right here, right now, together. We needed each other to shape us into the people we have become. We have faced challenges together, whether it be Miss Jordan's impossible test, the loss of an amazing friend, or even the constant struggle to stay quiet an entire class period. We have laughed together, cried together, but most of all, we have developed friendships that will last forever. As we move off, whether it's 2 miles or 200, we will be exactly where God has placed us with the people He intended us to be with. As we enter the next season, our life is just beginning. This is our time to take on the world and be independent. We'll move away from our parents and most of our friends. We will meet new people and face new challenges. This new stage will throw us curves, but we are well suited to handle them, and I have no doubt we will make our mark on this world. In the tough times, when you're stressed about exams, homesick, or even struggling to make friends, I challenge you to lean on the Lord and trust in His plan. I leave you all with this verse from Isaiah 58:11. The Lord will guide you always. He will satisfy your needs in a sun-scorched land and will strengthen your frame. You will be like a well-watered garden, like a spring whose waters never fail. To my class, I love each one of you and am forever grateful for the impact you have made in my life. We may have argued and hated each other some days, but we'll always be family. We'll always be the Pike Liberal Arts class of 2024.
Good evening. I have the pleasure of welcoming our guest speaker tonight. Wally Lott is an attorney, corporate consultant, and an 8th-generation Pike County farmer who grows timber on his family's ancestral land in the Linwood community. He has spent his career in real estate development, site selection, economic development, and government affairs. Wally graduated from Pike Liberal Arts in 1984, where he served as the student body president. His classmates voted him class leader, most dependable, and most likely to succeed. At Troy University, Wiley continued to lead, serving as the president of the college and the director of the Alabama College Republicans. During this time, he served as the Pike campaign manager for the Friends of Guy Hunt and later joined his staff. At Troy, he was a member of Sigma Chi fraternity and several honor societies. Upon graduating from the University of Arkansas William Bowman School of Law, Wiley joined Walmart at the home office in Bentonville, Arkansas. He created and led 3 departments: the Distribution Center, Real Estate Development, the Economic Development Department, and also recognized and led Walmart's Government Affairs Department. While at Walmart, he developed over 100 million square feet of new development, valued at over $10 billion. These efforts resulted in the creation of over 100,000 new jobs throughout North America. In his government affairs role, he served as the company's liaison with federal and state officials. During this time, Wiley selected Brundage as the site for the Walmart Distribution Center. In recognition, the road that the site is located on is named Sarah Lott Boulevard in honor of his granny Lott. After retiring from Walmart, he worked in corporate roles, working nationally and internationally to recruit and advise industry. During his time, Wiley helped recruit Kimber to Troy. Wiley has been married to his wife, Susie, for 32 years. They have 2 wonderful children, a son, Chancellor, who is an attorney for the United States Senate, and a daughter, Caitlin, who is married to her husband, Colin, and is a speech-language pathologist in Birmingham. Wiley is a former outstanding young man of Pike County and a Troy University Alumni of the Year. He is an owner, principal of the corporate advising firm of Fuller and Lott. Please welcome Mr. Wiley Lott.
Thank you, brother. That's very kind. Tell you what, that was a very kind introduction. Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, as I get a little older, I have to get some glasses. So let me get them out. Right. Good evening, Pike Liberal Arts family. It's great to be here tonight with y'all. I want to take a moment and thank Hannah Jordan and Headmaster Burkett for inviting me here tonight to speak. I would also like to recognize a few people, including the parents and grandparents that worked hard and sacrificed in order to send their children to our wonderful school. Parents, if you would please stand up, we'd like to give y'all a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. I'd also like to recognize my mother, who's here tonight. Mom also worked hard to send my sister Angie and I to Pike Liberal Arts so that we could get a wonderful education. So thank y'all. And y'all excuse me, it seems to be an echo here tonight, so I'll try to back up or something. I'd also like to thank the teachers and coaches and administrators that also worked hard and committed their lives to the students here. So if all the teachers, coaches, and administrators would stand up and let us recognize you. Thank you. To the class of 2024, I would like to extend a heartfelt congratulations on a job well done. This is only the beginning. Life is good, and y'all are about to embark upon a grand adventure. The last time I stood on this field was 40 years ago. And I saw my buddy Billy a while ago, and Billy, it was a whole lot hotter when we were here trying to practice football. So with this breeze going, it feels a lot better. I can look around and I can still see the faces of all the folks I graduated with. I don't know where time went, and I cannot believe I got this old this quick. As I thought about what to share tonight, the word legacy kept coming to my mind. So I want to challenge each of you to think about what type of legacy would you like to leave. Whether we realize it or not, we all leave an imprint on the world, impacting people in ways that may extend far beyond our awareness. From my experiences growing up in Pike County, I learned valuable lessons from family and friends that have guided me throughout my life. Whether you're leading nations, corporations, farms, or families, your actions matter. Some impacts are intentional, while others are not. Yet each holds the potential to shape individuals, communities, and the world profoundly. As an eighth-generation Pike County, I grew up listening to stories from my grandparents and my great-grandparents. My granddaddies fought in World War II. Their great-granddaddies fought in the war between the states. And their granddaddies fought in the Revolutionary War. I also had other great friends and mentors who imparted wisdom on me and helped me along the way. Folks like Uncle Harold and Aunt Joanne Watkins, Larry and Alice Lott, Mayor Jimmy Lunsford, Mayor Jimmy Ramage, Judge Keith Watkins, Oscar Kyle McDowell, and Wesley and Nettie Seal Frazier. Faith in the Lord, hard work, and helping your neighbors and community were some of the values that helped shape me into the man I am today. Growing up farming, I could never have imagined the opportunities the good Lord would have provided. I've truly been blessed. From running an industrial real estate, government affairs for the world's largest company, to traveling the world to recruit great companies like Kimber, I've been fortunate enough to work with political and business leaders all over the world. Throughout this time, the lessons I learned growing up in Pike County have served me well. And there's 10 of them. I had a bunch of them, but I tried to boil it down to 10 for time's sake. And so I'd like to share some of these lessons with you in the hopes they'll benefit you as well. The first lesson is love. That's the most important. Jesus said that we should love the Lord our God, all of our heart, and all of our soul, and all of our mind. And we're to love our neighbor as ourselves. An example of this love for your neighbor would be my Granny Lott, who lived in Brundage. Like most of our mamas and grandmamas, Granny Lott exemplified love that was always willing to help a neighbor in need. When I came home from Arkansas in the mid-1990s, she had colon cancer, and she told me how the good people of Brundage were helping her and my granddaddy. All the good that she had given was coming back. And that's when she told me this. She said, "Baby, if you ever have a chance to put one of those, what she called things in Brundage, meaning a distribution center," she said, "do so, because our people needed the jobs." Well, she went to be with the Lord. A few years later, I had a distribution center that was programmed outside of our state. So I went to work. I called some of our friends here in Pike County. I see Mr. Kenny Campbell. He worked on the project with us. Told him what we needed. Brought the Walmart executive committee down. Presented the deal. And Mr. Sam had passed away but his son, Mr. Rob, was our chairman at that time. Mr. Rob looked at the map, he looked at Brundage, and he asked me this question. He said, "Wiley, aren't you from there?" I said, "Yes, sir." And this is what he said: "We're going to give you this one." And that's how it happened. So if y'all remember, the next time you're driving down 231 and you see the Walmart distribution center and you see Sarah Lot Boulevard, as Paul Harvey used to say, that's the rest of the story. Always remember where you came from, and if given the opportunity, give back. The second, number 2, is this: treat people the way you want to be treated, and be a gentleman or lady of your word. If you tell somebody you're going to do something, do it. Pretty simple. I learned this from my great-granddaddy Townsend. His great-grandfather and great-uncle helped found Pike County when living in China Grove in 1821. He lived in the Longton community, and I would spend most Saturday afternoons talking to him, just learning what I could learn. He was born in 1888, and he died in 1986. Probably no generation has seen the changes during his life than any other one. His third-grade teacher, years before, had her left arm cut off in a Creek Indian raid. His daddy and his granddaddy fought for the Confederacy. He lived through the tail end of Reconstruction, World War I, the 20s, the Depression, World War II, all the way to the space shuttle. And I asked him one time, I said, "What do you most want me to learn from your almost 100 years of living?" And this is what he said. He said, "Be a man of your word. And if you tell somebody you're going to do something, do it." The other is the golden rule. Treat folks the way you want to be treated. Number 3, clear facts make clear decisions. Before deciding, gather all the facts, pray about it, and move ahead. You'll be amazed at how clear things become if you review the facts before making a decision. I learned this lesson from one of my great mentors, Judge Keith Watkins. Number 4, work as if all depends on you, and pray as if all depends on God. If you do these 2 things, you'll be amazed at how well you can handle the stresses of life. I learned this lesson while reading a Charles Stanley devotional with Apple DeBose, who worked for Uncle Harold and Aunt Joanne as their longtime help. Number 5, be the genuine article. Uncle Harold said, people like people who are real. Don't try to put on airs and be something that you're not. If you're country like I am, you be country. God does not make junk and made each of us unique with our own personalities and talents. Number 6, take care of your land. Land is something they're not making any more of. I learned this lesson from my Pat Chancellor and Uncle Ben Chancellor. Number 7, birds of a feather flock together. I learned this lesson from my great-grandmother, Stella Locke. Old Annie said, always be mindful of your friends and who you spend time with. Spend time with folks who will help build you up and not tear you down. To a large extent, we're known by the company we keep, and we act like the folks we associate with. He's going that direction. Number 8, willful waste makes a woeful want. And this is an old one. I learned this lesson from my granddaddy Lot. His grandmother, Susie Curington Lot, taught him this lesson as a boy. Always live within your means. If you make $1, give at least 10% to the Lord. Save 10 or 15% and live on the rest. If you do that, you'll never be broke. Number 9, spend time and invest in your family. The greatest legacy you will leave behind will be your children and your grandchildren. The most important thing you will ever give them is your time. If you spend time with them when they're young, they'll spend time with you when they're old. Make sure that you provide them with a strong foundation, so when the floods come and the winds of life blow, you'll be able to stand. If you don't teach them your values, the world will teach them their values. These are wonderful lessons I learned from my mama, grandparents, and great-grandparents. And number 10, Proverbs 3:5, trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. These words speak to the importance of placing complete confidence and trust in Jesus. He is God, and we are not. We must recognize that he's sovereign, and he knows what's best for us. Even when we may not fully understand our circumstances or the path ahead. These are some of the truths that I learned growing up that have helped me along the way. And I hope, even with this microphone, they'll help you too. The Bible states in Jeremiah, I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. The good Lord has wonderful plans for each of you. You each have individual talents that no one else has. If you trust in the Lord with all your heart, work hard, and remember what you've been taught, you can do more in life than you could ever imagine. Life is good, and we've been blessed to live in the greatest state with the best people in the greatest country on earth. And folks, don't let anybody ever tell y'all any different. We're blessed to be here. Today, there are more opportunities available than you can imagine. The world is truly your oyster. Now go out and be the absolute best you can be. Thank you again, and all the best with life's great adventure. Thank y'all.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Addie Renfro, and I'm so honored to be standing in front of you today as your Pike Liberal Arts Class of 2024 valedictorian. I know, I couldn't believe it either. First, I would like to start off with a couple thank yous. Thank you to everyone who's in attendance tonight. A special thank you to our teachers, leaders, and coaches. We couldn't have done it without y'all. You all have created a special place for us. You have taught us many lessons and guided us through this year. Thank you for believing in us and all our excuses on why our work wasn't turned in on time. Thank you to the staff and other faculty members here at Pike Live for making our senior year great. A big thank you to our parents, family, and friends. Y'all have been with us through everything. We would not be here without your love, guidance, support, and prayers. I would like to give a personal thank you to my parents and my sister Caroline. I really could not have gotten through without y'all. Thank y'all for always being there for me, and thanks Caroline for letting me go to all your classes. Also, thank you Cade, Scott, and Harper for always supporting me. I love y'all so much. Most importantly, I'd like to thank God for allowing us to be here and helping us through this year. To my fellow graduates, congratulations, we did it. The countdown is over, the day is finally here. My favorite verse, Romans 8:28, says, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose." This verse reminds us that even in the face of challenges and uncertainties, there is a greater plan at work. Every setback, every obstacle, every trial, we can trust that they are all part of a greater purpose. As we embark on this new chapter of our lives, let's hold fast to our faith, knowing that God is guiding our steps and working all things together for our ultimate good. With this assurance, let us move forward with courage, hope, and determination, ready to embrace whatever the future may hold. Today, we reflect on the memories we've made and the growth we've experienced. A quote from Dr. Seuss says, "You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose." As we go on to this next chapter of our lives, know that you decide your path. You decide what the future holds for you. I pray each of you embrace growth and change and go on to do big things. Our time here at Pike Live has come to an end, but I am excited to see what God has in store for all of us. I pray we continue to learn and grow as people. As we gather here today, starting our next chapter of our lives, let's take a moment to reflect on the journey that has brought us to this point. Each of us has faced our own trials, but through it all, we persevered. As we step into the unknown, let's carry with us the lessons learned, the friendships forged, and the memories cherished. Let's embrace the uncertainty with courage and determination, knowing that every challenge is an opportunity for growth. Success is not just about the destination, but about the journey, the setbacks we overcome, the obstacles we conquer, and the moments we allow to define us. As we move forward, let's dare to dream big and work hard to turn those dreams into reality. Let's remember the importance of kindness, empathy, and integrity in all that we do. I'll leave us with one last quote from C.S. Lewis. "There are far, far better things ahead than any we leave behind." I can't wait to see the big things God has planned for each and every one of us. Once again, congratulations, class of 2024. We did it. Thank you.
Candidates of row 1, please stand. Campbell Claire Baker. Emma Kate Baker. Kaylin Renee Bitten. Jack Philip Bryson. Mallory Caroline Chandler. Jackson Delaney Cleveland. William Connor Freeman. Warren Lane Gallimore. Addie Carter Renfro. Candidates of row 2, please stand. Riley Elizabeth Copeland. John Houston Gunner. Tyler Hardin Harrison. Haley Brooke Horn. John Edward Hull. Sarah Elizabeth Lee. John Brandon Lott. Charles Donald III. Candidates of row 3, please stand. Ronald Casey Morgan. Caitlin Hannah Nelson. Britton Delaney Hall. Virginia Lane Peacock. Braden Parker Presswood. Emily Caitlin Price. Braden Gaines Renfro. Gavin Slade Renfro. Candidates of row 4, please stand. William Robert Rice. Zachary Christopher Rogers. Emma Catherine Sanders. Maria Elizabeth Smith. Ellie Claire Stevens. swindle. Cody J. Tate. Tanner Brian Tyson.
Class of 24 candidates, please stand. Ms. Stevens and the Pike Liberal Arts School Board of Trustee members, I have taken my responsibilities as head of school to the class of 2024. I proudly stand before you tonight to verify that each Pike Liberal Arts student here has completed all required coursework as set forth by the Alabama Independent School Association and the Pike Liberal Arts Board of Trustees. Graduates, you may move your tassels.
Please bow in a word of prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you for this evening that you have blessed us with. I thank you for the many family and friends gathered here tonight before us to help us celebrate our accomplishments and this milestone that we have reached. I pray, Lord, that you will go before us tonight as we depart from this place, and that you will keep us safe during our travels. Lord, I also pray that as we leave this high school, that as young men and women stepping out into college and the workforce, that we would always look to you for guidance, and that we would pursue your will for each of our lives. Help us, Father, to trust you no matter what circumstances arise in life. Help us to love you more each and every day. And Father, lastly, thank you so much for the unlimited mercy and love, and also for your Son, Jesus Christ. For it's in his name I ask this prayer. Amen.
I present to you the Pike Liberal Arts class of 2024.
ground. Load of merch and that's well.